Come on back in. Come on back in. What's up, Wilson? What's up, Mitt Wilson? I see you done joined that challenge, man. Congratulations, man. You gonna be in for a treat. All right, then. So yeah, I just Nicole, I just went out and came back in because I could. It was still counting on my end. I knew I was going through that bad area, and but it came back in on my end, but it must have didn't come back in on y'all end. So I just started it all back over. Um. So look, guys. Question. So what do y'all think about that short that I posted about the tailgate getting tore off? What do y'all think about that? Somebody had asked the question. So what did the guy do wrong in dumping that heavy duty stuff that tore his whole tailgate off? And watched it. It was so funny. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. I've actually had seen that happen to a guy. It never happened to me. I've seen that happen to a guy, and we was hauling broke up concrete, and it was some big chunks, man. And but you got to know how to dump that stuff. So let me give you some game on how you dump that heavy stuff, man. And this is what I teach my youngsters all the time. Because I had one of my other guys last year dumped it, and it hit the ground. DNC, he dumped it, and when you got those flat pieces, it hit the ground. Where it came out the truck, it hit the ground and fell back on the rear end and knocked the rear end plug off. Broke the rear end plug off, man. Rear end fluid leaking. Truck had to come in. It was at night. The way that you dump that concrete, he go to game, is you lift that bed up. The goal is to start getting it to slide. All right? The goal is to start getting it to slide. And so you lift the bed up a little bit at a time to try to get it to go ahead and start sliding. There you go, Wilson. You move forward. You pull up. You don't try to just dump it all in one spot. You get it to sliding, and then you pull up. Raise it up a little more, get it to sliding, then you pull up. And that's how you dump broke up concrete, to keep it from all tumbling at the same time and keep it from bouncing back on your brake cans or your rear end. Now, what happened with him is it looked like the boulder got stuck in the top left corner. Well, that's partly his fault, because you got to keep your bed clean. Because if his bed was clean, notice if his bed was clean, it wouldn't got stuck in the left corner. It would have came on out in the beginning, right? And so, man, once he got that bed all the way up and it was stuck, and that gravity, it got to a point where the gravity allowed it to release. Man, think of the force of something like that coming down, and that thing weighed 300-400 pounds. That little thin tailgate he had no choice but to come off. So that's what happened. Yeah. So y'all say, well, DSC, he didn't get out and check the truck. Exactly. He should have been moving forward as you slide it out. That's it. You right, D. William. That's why I love the lift gate too. Right. So while I like the high lift gate, that takes the guesswork out of it, right? Because, man, that stuff coming down with that kind of force, it'll tear tailgate off, yeah. It do some damage on the bottom end too if it hit the wrong thing, right? And I don't think I need to say it. Don't ever get, in between your tailgate and the bed, and you got concrete stuck at the top of that truck, man. We'll dig dirt out, right? But, man, if you got broke up concrete, asphalt stuck at the top of that bed, and you at the bottom of that bed trying to do stuff to shake it loose, don't do that. That's very, very dangerous. All right? So that's little tricks of the trade right there, right? All right. So what y'all got going on Sunday? So look, let me get this in. We have announced about our next Find Dump Truck Work Challenge, number 2, coming up April the 21st through the 24th. First of all, thank some of you for participating in the first round. And maybe some of you might want to come for round 2. If you didn't quite get everything, I'm going to try it again. FindDumpTruckWork.com is the website to go sign on for our Find Dump Truck Work Challenge, April the 21st through the 24th. Big change. We're changing the time. We did it 10 o'clock every morning for our VIPs and then 11 for our general admission. But this time we're going to do 7 o'clock in the evening because I had a whole lot of people say they wanted to do it, but they were going to be working. So the next Find Dump Truck Work Challenge is going to be 7 o'clock, April the 21st, p.m. for the VIPs. General admission is going to begin at 8 o'clock p.m. So you get a chance to get off the truck, come in, take a shower, get you a nice big plate of food, your pen and your paper, and just tune in, right? 2-hour challenge. So go register. Get in early. Only so many. We had 94 people sign up last time. So only so many seats. Go get the free ebook. Even if you don't register, go get the free ebook, which talks about 5 costly mistakes new dump truckers make. 5 costliest mistakes new dump truckers make, right? Go get that at my website, FindDumpTruckWork.com, and you'll be presented with the opportunity to join our challenge, right? Join our challenge, FindDumpTruckWork.com. All right, so I wanted to get that out. Gordon said you're going live for a sit down today. I don't know, Gordon. Probably if I have enough time this evening, maybe I'll do another one. That's why I'm doing it now, because I'm headed to teach a class, and I don't know what my evening is going to look like. Yeah, Nicole, you were there. You were there. Got some dump trucks running this morning. Hold on, Nicole, I'm coming. I never seen these trucks. Yeah, some different trucks there. All right, so Nicole, what we're doing 4 days this time, Nicole. It's going to be typically the same material for the 3 days, but we've added a 4th day on this one in order to talk about using the work to scale up. Once you found the work, how do you appropriate the work in order to scale up your dump truck business, right? So I forgot to mention that we're doing 4 days on the challenge this time. Last time it was 3. They want more out of the country CEO. So we added a night, that Thursday night, and we're going to be talking about how do you use the work that you found from the challenge. I mean, that we're talking about in those 3 days, and then appropriate it to scale up your business. First night we're talking about mindset. The mindset, of course, has to be right in order to find the work. Then you got to have a strategy and a method, right? A plan, and then you got to be able to execute that plan, right, in finding the dump truck work. All right, then we're going to talk about that 4th night, Nicole. It'll be worth your while. After you found the work, how do you then appropriate it, use the work to grow your dump truck business, right? Because it's one thing to have the work, but how do you use the work in order to grow your business, right? Just because you done picked up a couple of jobs, does that mean you go out and get another truck? Is it the right time? Just because you done got one contractor under your belt, does that mean you go get another truck? 2, 3, 4, right? What are the things that take into account in finding out whether or not it's a good time to scale up, right? So that's what we're adding on that 4th day for the challenge this time. For those of you who did the first time, that's what we've added, and it's going to be gold, right? All right. So hit the likes as you come in, y'all. Hit the likes as you come in. I see the scammers and the trolls have shown up, but they can't stop nothing. What's up, Kunta? Right, talking about the vibrators. I got you, DNC. All right, so that's, Nicole, that's to answer your question, sweetheart. All right, so again, let me get that because I see I got some new people coming in along with these trolls. Find Dump Truck Challenge number 2, April 21st through April 24th, 7 o'clock p.m. for the VIPs, 8 o'clock p.m. for the general admission. Go to finddumptruckwork.com, get the free ebook, get your ticket to join our session. Fourth night has been added. We're going to be talking about how to use the work once you found it to grow your dump truck businesses, right? All right, what's up, Gordon? When they show up, you know how you doing. You doing a good thing. Yeah, look, Gordon, that's what I say. Evidently, I've arrived, right? They scam, they trolling me. All right, so yeah, man, that's what we're doing. So yeah, I thought you guys, I want to tell you guys about that, and then also about that tailgate coming off. I couldn't believe that when I saw like, wow, this is crazy. It'll be a good lesson right here that dump trucking, you know, is not just as simple. Some of our young cats, you know, you don't really know all the ins and outs of how things can be dangerous, how you could tear your truck up, get a truck and tear your truck up. But yeah, I got high lift gates on all my trucks, so we don't have to deal with that. But watch this, DNC. We can't assume that the drivers that we hire or people that we put on the truck know they're supposed to use the high lift gate. So we got to tell them that, hey, make sure you're using that high lift gate, right? Right, so that's what we have to do. We have to make sure that they know what to do. All right, hit the likes as you come in, guys. Country CEO, man, look, we headed teacher class this morning. And got it going, so I want to chop it up. I don't know if I'll be able to come back this evening. I may, we'll see. Kind of a busy day, haircut and all this kind of stuff after I get through with this class. So I might come back this evening. All right. Any more questions on any of you guys? You have to teach a new driver how to do that. That's right. You got to teach them, man. You cannot assume. DNC, I made that mistake of assuming in some instances because they had experience and they were with another dump truck company. And I found out there were still some things they didn't know. And so I said, okay, you know what? That's enough of that. What's up, Levi? That's enough of that. What's up, Will 45? You done caught us at the end, man. Will, we just on here talking about, shout out to you, brother, talking about the new next challenge, dump truck challenge coming up on April 21st through 24th at night. A lot of people couldn't attend because it was in the daytime last time. We're doing it at night this time to meet the needs of the people. 7 o'clock p.m. April 24th through 24th. It's going good, Kunta, going good, brother. This clown Vash the Stampede is a clown, ain't it? Right. All right, guys. We're going to push on. I'm almost to my destination. Y'all be good. Again, go sign up for the challenge. We're going to bring forth game this week. Y'all be breezy. Y'all be good. DC, hold on, DC, let me get you. I want to run day and night, but that's the only thing I'm worried about when hiring another driver. To detail, yeah. I tell you what, DNC, I mean, maybe you might look at it like this. Maybe you ought to do, I've seen guys do this. I've done this when I was still driving every day. Give them the days and you take the nights, right? To start off with. Give them the days and you eat the night until you get a little bit more comfortable with them. And then you can do the switch up, right? Just a little bit of game. All right. Y'all be good. Talk to y'all later.